Anybody heard from Tip? It's been a while since he said some shit. I might have to diss him, cause I miss him. Somebody please check on T.I. It's kinda quiet, I think that he died. His buzz ain't been nothing like it was on 50 reply. Those memes kept a nigga alive. He raps but he cap on the side. He tellin' he ain't gonna slide. That nigga be wild. He tellin' he ain't gonna slide. Family got stay inside. Somebody check on T.I. He died. Somebody check on T.I. His kids and that ugly bitch of his had the internet live. On God, who king? I heard he's selling weed. That boy still ain't get signed. Don't nobody want him. The dirty dread, he took his meds and went back to shy. He went back inside. They must have went on family vacation. Well, fuck it, they tried. Mr. Rubber Band Man snapped out of it. He must have thought about it, had to calm down and shit. Or maybe he undercover looking around for shit. God forbid he found out how I got. He tellin' he ain't gonna slide. That nigga be wild. He tellin' he ain't gonna slide. Family got stay inside. Somebody check on T.I. He died. Somebody check on T.I. He tellin' he ain't gonna slide. That nigga be wild. He tellin' he ain't gonna slide. Family got stay inside. Somebody check on T.I. He died. Somebody check on T.I.
T.I. is catching heat right now because some people are saying this 50 Cent feud may have been more about image than real issues. The chatter online is that he stepped into this drama to pull attention away from backlash tied to 21, Savage, Young Thug, and the whole F the Streets conversation. According to that take, this was about changing Atlanta's image in hip-hop. Then, Al B. Al jumped into the mix during an interview with Jim Jones on the Artist to Artist podcast, and that is where this story started turning heads. He suggested that T.I. did this to make Atlanta look tough again, because the city was catching criticism from people who felt the recent moves around Gunna had made things look messy.
Feel me? Like T.I. felt like he could poke his chest out towards the East Coast because he felt like Atlanta was under fire because of the so-called juggernauts from Atlanta was looking like they okaying rat shit. So now T.I. come out of his shit now and on some shit like, man, get the best nigga from New York. Let's go. You want to call the whole shit now because y'all niggas did bad? That's how I looked at the T.I. Nah. He said everybody. Flex got on his ass, Jim.
He
said everybody. He ain't just say Fifth. He said everybody. He said since Fifth don't want no smoke, anybody else from New York want this shit. You feel me?
I see, but
that is a serious claim, and it is why this topic has people locked in. So now the big question is simple. Was this real smoke, or was this a calculated move to reset the narrative and put Atlanta back in a stronger light? Hit the like button and smash the hype button, because this conversation just took a sharp turn. The F the Streets moment led by 21 Savage and Young Thug sparked a massive backlash. No question about it. A lot of people felt like the energy shifted overnight, like they were moving different just when fans expected them to stand firm. And once Gunna got brought into the conversation again, the internet instantly started connecting dots and questioning everything. Then things got even louder when 21 Savage dropped his last album, and the reaction was rough. A lot of listeners called it underwhelming, saying it did not hit the same as before. The timing made everything worse, because right after that, the F the Streets statement dropped, and people really did not know what to make of it. It just felt off to a lot of fans. That is when the pressure really kicked in, because now everyone had something to say. Even Blueface jumped in, and suddenly, the whole situation turned into a full-blown debate across the culture.
Hey, all these people saying the streets and all this, I'm not with it.
because I am, you know, I'm a big part of the streets. You know, that's what my love at. That's what my genuine love at. They love me so much, you know, and I'm always speak up for the streets, bro. We talking about how it traumatized it. Yeah, it fucked up, but it made a success story.
I don't even about that. I am the streets. I love the streets. I come from the streets. I ain't on all that shit. But about that, I ain't just like stopped about it. Same shit I've been on. Oh no, it's kind of like, I think people kind of confused.
Just 6 months ago, you out trying to shame Gunna. Now you can't shame Gunna. Gunna shame you. 21 Savage, we are not letting you off the hook that easy, cause your partner's told you broke weak, broke the codes. Y'all never was no real street. Y'all been rapping, acting like y'all street.
People were confused, questioning motives and looking for answers, which forced 21 Savage to step up and respond to all that noise. So now people are asking, is T.I. linking up in this situation with Curtis just to make Atlanta look strong again? And to be real, when T.I. went at 50 Cent, the whole city felt that energy.
I ain't supposed to say it like that. You shouldn't.
I probably said save the streets.
Yes.
We gotta save the streets.
Yes.
We gotta get all the bullshit, all the crazy killer shit out of it, and put the love and the hustle back in the shit.
Not get this shit twisted. I'm trying to change my life. I'm trying to save the streets. I'm trying to stop all this crazy shit that be going on, this unnecessary shit. I'm trying to be a part of the solution, but don't get it twisted for a second. Do not think this shit sweet. Straight up. And I ain't even saying no other thing. You know what's going on.
Atlanta was behind him heavy, and a lot of the world was watching, giving him credit for standing tall in a high-profile moment. At the same time, that whole F the street situation started fading into the background while this was happening. Going at a major figure like 50 Cent shifts attention fast, and suddenly the focus was no longer on 21 Savage, Young Thug, and the talk about reconnecting with Gunna. That move alone changed the conversation in a big way, but here's where it gets tricky, because the idea of reconnecting with Gunna still had people talking. A lot of fans were questioning the move, wondering what was really going on behind the scenes. Meanwhile, Gunna did not jump into the drama at all. He just stayed in his lane, performing and letting his music speak for him, almost like he was saying, now y'all paying attention, without even needing to respond directly. Gunna clearly was not stressing any of this because his numbers were already strong before and after everything surrounding him. While others were dealing with mixed reactions, he kept momentum going, dropping music and staying active, which had people watching closely. That alone made the situation even more interesting.
10,000 on shoes, spend with no limit, 100 on Jews. Too many bitches, they coming in twos. I took a perk, I've been itchy since noon. By the brokers, the loudest in the room. While the certain niggas won't be cool. Ain't giving second chances at no fool. I'm at my depression, life been going smooth.
At the same time, some fans started thinking others wanted back into that same spotlight. The idea floating around was simple. If things got smoothed over, it could bring attention back, boost streams, and get everyone back into heavy rotation again. It was less about emotions and more about positioning in the game. At least that is how people were reading it. Then you have T.I. stepping into a back and forth with 50 Cent, even with Domani and King Harris getting involved, and for a moment, it definitely grabbed attention. But just like that, the noise faded and people moved on quickly. Now, Al B. Al from New Jersey is speaking on Jim Jones' Artist to Artist podcast, basically calling it out and saying, I am not buying it. This looks like a move to shift attention away and control the narrative. And that right there brought the whole conversation back to life. I am not even mad at the angle Al B. Al is putting out there because honestly, he might be onto something. He has real industry ties, been around for years, and could know how these moves actually play out behind the scenes. It is a different way to look at T.I. going at 50 Cent, especially since that whole situation seemed to come out of nowhere.
When they said the streets, I see you was very vocal about certain things that you said. Now moving forward, the way that has been explained, how do you feel about what was said? Because I understand what they were trying to say, but the way it was said didn't come off as such.
All right, so bet. So I don't believe them niggas, man. They really mean that shit. For real. Straight like that. They recanting their statement. The motherfuckers know what they said. They know they said some shit. They meant that shit with their heart, bro. They really was like, yo, nah, f the streets. This how I feel about it. So once all that backlash came and everybody started speaking up, like, the f you mean? They realized, like, damn, I can't really show these niggas who I am. I can't really show these niggas like this, that, and the dirt. You feel me? See, the thing is, with a bunch of these niggas, bro, these niggas was really nobodies in the hood. Niggas was really nobodies coming up. They just popped. They hit the lotto with their talent. So now they on and now they the boss. That don't make you the boss because you got the most money, my nigga. Fuck you mean, nigga? I got hella bread. I'm the leader of my camp because I lead my camp. But I also got motherfuckers in my camp that ain't gonna be like, man, you be doing that because post that jump off the roof. You get what I'm saying? Nah, it ain't that. My niggas, we gonna come up with a plan. I got a lot of niggas that saying we ain't doing that today, bro. It ain't happening. You feel me? So, you feel me?
I got the same niggas.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, these motherfuckers got a bunch of yes men around them. But the reason the motherfucker said that shit, like 21, you came up in this shit on some savage shit, nigga, straight wilding. Like, you feel me? Blood shit, all that shit, gang banging shit, all that shit. Now you saying the streets because you living where you at, but you forgetting where you came from. And then the reason he said that shit, it's the whole statement. That's what blew my motherfucking mind. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker said, Young Doug, you and Gunna, you need to piece it up. Some shit like that. Y'all need to piece it up, right? Sweep this. We already know he sleep it under the rug. Streets. That's where he meant that shit with his soul. He thought that out. He ain't just say that. You see how we just talking? Shit is freestyle. It's off the muscle, the memory of what we know. He typed that. He read it again and was like, I'm gonna hit sin on this motherfucker. He meant that, man. Niggas is weird, right? And niggas is stamping that shit. All that shit got me thinking though. Cause like, even with the T.I. shit, you feel me? Like T.I. felt like he could poke his chest out towards the East Coast because he felt like Atlanta was under fire because of the so-called juggernauts from Atlanta was looking like they okaying rat shit. So now T.I. come out of his shit. Now on some shit like, man, get the best nigga from New York. Let's go. You wanna call the whole shit out now? Because y'all niggas did bad? That's how I looked at the T.I. shit. Nah. He said everybody. Flex got on his ass, Jim. He said everybody. He ain't just say Fifth. He said everybody. He said since Fifth don't want no smoke, anybody else from New York want this shit. You feel me?
I seen but
yeah, niggas had to get on his ass.
I seen Busta.
He came at our shit up here. He bombed the tri-state all because of his niggas, his little niggas. That's holding the torch, you feel me? That they looking bad out here. Now he like, yo, man, that, man. Y'all niggas got Atlanta, like I said, Atlanta got something to say. Y'all ain't gonna stop talking about Atlanta.
I'm gonna keep it funky. Now let's talk about this. You heard?
Yeah.
But if he was to do a versus here,
nah,
I'm gonna put Jada on him. He's not losing in the verses.
Yeah.
You cannot win against, I don't care about no other rapper in New York.
Yeah.
Jada is the 4-time MVP of this versus shit.
Yeah.
There's nobody want no smoke with him.
And let's be real, a lot of this really picked up after that Shannon Sharp interview. That is when things flipped, with T.I. throwing words like soft and scared at 50, knowing full well how 50 operates. It almost felt planned from the jump, like both sides understood what kind of reaction it would bring, even if nothing serious was going to come from it. But now looking back, it kind of feels like all that energy led nowhere. The buzz faded fast, and nobody is really talking about T.I.'s music, King Harris, or Damani like that. It started to feel like 50 Cent's name was the main driver keeping the conversation alive, and once that slowed down, everything else cooled off too. At the end of the day, it looks like there was no real winner here.
Then I called my man. I said who I wanted.
You want Weezy?
Nah, I said I wanted 50. That's what I said. He don't want no smoke though.
Oh, Lord.
I called my man. He don't want no smoke. He ducking smoke. It's cool. So now here we trying to think about other people who would do it. You know what I'm saying?
No long-term impact, no major shift, just a quick spike in attention that disappeared. Now the big question is, what is next? Because people seem more interested in drama than the music itself. And without that spark, the momentum just is not sticking. At the end of the day, this whole situation just did not go anywhere. Simple as that. It came, it made some noise, and then it disappeared without leaving any real mark. It was not one of those moments people are gonna look back on as legendary. It just felt like a quick spike that faded out fast. A lot of people who were not fans of 50 Cent were hoping this would turn into something bigger, maybe even a real rap battle, but that never happened. So now the real question is, if T.I. really stepped into this to shift attention away from 21 Savage and Young Thug, did it actually work? In one way, it kind of did, because people definitely stopped talking about the F the streets situation. That whole topic cooled off and the conversation moved somewhere else. But at the same time, it did not really boost anything either, because there is still not much noise around new music or momentum from that side. And when it comes to the idea of reconnecting with Gunna, fans are still split on that heavy. Some people are questioning the move completely, wondering what the real benefit is, especially when everything already felt unstable. So now it just leaves one big question hanging. Was all of this worth it in the end? Just because the momentum slowed down does not mean every move needs to be rushed like this. A lot of people feel like trying to reconnect with Gunna right now just does not sit right, and it ends up raising more questions than answers. It also puts everyone in a weird position, especially when the conversation around loyalty and image is already sensitive. Then you have the bigger picture, where fans are starting to question everything they are seeing. Some feel like certain moves are more about staying relevant and chasing numbers instead of standing firm. And when social media already shifted public opinion, it made things even harder for artists like 21 Savage and Young Thug to control the narrative. That is why Al B. Al's take is hitting for some people, because it sounds like he is calling out a bigger strategy behind all this, but others feel like he might just be stirring things up even more. Either way, this whole situation got people talking heavy. Now I need to hear from you. What do you think about all this? Is Al B. Al making a valid point about T.I. going at 50 Cent? Or is this just another loud opinion getting attention? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and do not forget to subscribe to Dripzine, like the video, share it, and hit that hype button to help the channel grow. Appreciate every single one of you.